Welcome to Trivia Clips. Today's showdown brings together two titans of the dark and emotional side of music, The Cure versus Depeche Mode. From gothic rock to synth-driven anthems, let's see how much you really know. Here's part 1. Let's dive in. 1. Which The Cure song opens with the line, "I've been looking so long at these pictures of you"? A. Just Like Heaven. B. Pictures of You. C. Love Song. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer. B. Pictures of You, released in 1990 from the album Disintegration. It's one of the band's most beloved tracks. Robert Smith wrote it after a fire destroyed his home, losing personal photos. The song captures themes of nostalgia and loss. It blends lush guitar layers with atmospheric keyboards. Disintegration is often considered The Cure's masterpiece. It remains a fan favorite at concerts. 2. Which Depeche Mode song features the lyric, "Reach out and touch faith"? A. Personal Jesus. B. Enjoy the silence. C. Never Let Me Down. Again, you have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer. A. Personal Jesus, released. In 1989, it was inspired by Elvis Presley's ex-wife Priscilla's book Elvis and Me. Martin Gore wrote it about turning to someone for comfort, like a religion. The track features a bluesy guitar riff unusual for the band. It became one of their biggest hits worldwide. Johnny Cash famously covered it in 2002. Its stomping rhythm and dark tone made it iconic. 3. Which The Cure album includes the hit, "Friday I'm in Love"? A. Wish. B. Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. C. 17 seconds. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer. A. Wish. Wish was released in 1992 and became The Cure's highest-charting album in the U.S. Friday I'm in Love is one of their most upbeat and pop-oriented songs. The track celebrates the joy of anticipating the weekend. It contrasted with the darker tones they were known for. It received a Grammy nomination for Best Alternative Music Album. It remains a radio staple decades later. 4th. Which Depeche Mode album marked Alan Wilder's last appearance with the band? A. Violator. B. Songs of Faith and Devotion. C. Ultra. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer. B. Songs of Faith and Devotion. Released in 1993, it incorporated more rock and gospel influences. Alan Wilder left the band in 1995 after tensions during the tour. The album debuted at #1 in the US and UK. Hits include I Feel You and Walking in My Shoes. It represented one of their most experimental periods. Wilder's departure marked the end of a creative era. 5. Which The Cure song famously has no chorus? A. The Love Cats. B. A Forest. C. Lullaby. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer. B. A Forest, released in 1980 on the album 17 Seconds. A Forest is a post-punk classic. It relies on hypnotic bass lines and minimal lyrics. The absence of a chorus adds to its haunting atmosphere. It was the band's first UK Top 40 hit. It's often performed in extended live versions. The song helped define the early gothic rock sound. 6. Which Depeche Mode single won Best British Single at the 1991 Brit Awards? A. Enjoy the Silence. B. Policy of Truth. C. World in My Eyes. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer. A. Enjoy the Silence, released in 1990. It's one of the band's signature tracks. Martin Gore originally wrote it as a slow ballad. Producer Flood and Alan Wilder transformed it into an upbeat synth anthem. The iconic video features Dave Gahan dressed as a king. It topped charts in multiple countries. The song remains a highlight of their live shows. 7. Which The Cure song is often associated with their gothic image and won Best British Video at the 1990 Brit Awards? A. Lullaby. B. Fascination Street. C. Close to Me. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer. A. Lullaby released in 1989 from Disintegration, it features creepy, fairy tale-like lyrics. Robert Smith said it was partly about childhood nightmares. The music video shows Smith being devoured by a giant spider. Its eerie strings and whispered vocals made it stand out. It won Best British Video at the Brit Awards. The track remains a fan favorite for its dark atmosphere. That's it for part 1. Think you can handle even darker and deeper questions? Let's move to part 2. Welcome back to Trivia Clips. If part 1 tested your knowledge, part 2 will push you further. 8. In which Depeche Mode album can you find Strange Love? Option A, Black Celebration. Option B, Music for the Masses. Option C, Some Great Reward. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, option B, Music for the Masses, released in 1987, cementing their international success. Strange Love became a major hit in both the UK and US. Also features Never Let Me Down Again and Behind the Wheel. The title was ironic. They weren't aiming for mainstream appeal. The tour expanded their global fan base, a cornerstone of synth-pop history. 9. Which The Cure song was inspired by Robert Smith's Honeymoon? Option A, Love Song. Option B, Pictures of You. Option C, Just Like Heaven. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, option A, Love Song, released in 1989 on Disintegration, written as a wedding gift to his wife Mary Poole. Expresses unconditional love with simple, direct lyrics. Reached number 2 on the US Billboard Hot 100, covered by artists like 311 and Adele, a staple in their live shows. 10. Which Depeche Mode song begins with, I'm taking a ride with my best friend? Option A, Never Let Me Down Again. Option B, Policy of Truth. Option C, Behind the Wheel. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, option A, Never Let Me Down Again, released in 1987 on Music for the Masses. Interpreted as a song about friendship or drug use, its chorus prompts audiences to wave their arms live. Features layers of dark synthesizers, one of their most performed tracks, still a fan favorite today. 11. Which The Cure song has a video where the band is inside a wardrobe? Option A, Close to Me. Option B, In Between Days. Option C, The Caterpillar. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, option A, Close to Me, released in 1985 on the Head on the Door. The video shows the group trapped in a wardrobe falling into the sea. Minimal instrumentation makes it unique. Combines a playful melody with melancholic lyrics. Became a commercial hit in multiple countries, one of their most original singles. 12th. Which Depeche Mode album features Barrel of a Gun? Option A, Ultra. Option B, Exciter. Option C, Playing the Angel. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, option A, Ultra, released in 1997, the first without Alan Wilder. Barrel of a Gun was the lead single with a darker industrial tone. Came after Dave Gahan's addiction struggles and band turmoil. No tour followed, yet it was a commercial success. Marked a sonic and attitude shift. Showed the band's resilience. 13. Which The Cure song was their first big U.S. hit in 1987? Option A, Just Like Heaven. Option B, Why Can't I Be You? Option C, Boys Don't Cry. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, option A. Just Like Heaven featured on Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. Written about a trip with his wife to the English coast. Combines romantic lyrics with bright guitars. A turning point for U.S. radio success. Covered by multiple artists. Smith calls it the best pop song we've ever done. 14. Which Depeche Mode song was their first U.S. top 10 hit in 1984? Option A, Master and servant. Option B. People are people. Option C. Blasphemous rumors. You have 5 seconds to answer. Correct answer, option B. People Are People, released in 1984 as an anthem against discrimination. Blends industrial beats with catchy melodies. Lyrics condemn prejudice and promote equality. Reached number 13 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. A powerful statement in the 1980s. Still one of their most recognized tracks. That's the end of part 2 and our The Cure versus Depeche Mode battle. Which legend takes the crown for you? Like, comment, and subscribe to Trivia Clips for more epic music battles.